Miss Berwick here with some help for you for assignment number 5, which is your TUVA activity. How is atmospheric carbon dioxide changing? Once you have logged in through your Google email and have opened up the assignment, this is what you should see. There's an introduction here on the right, and it tells us a little bit about what you're doing in this activity. It says, Earth's atmosphere contains a balance of many gases, such as the oxygen we breathe, note it as O2, nitrogen gas, note it as N2, and carbon dioxide, or note it as CO2. What happens when the balance of gases in Earth's atmosphere changes? Since the 1950s, the Scripps Institute of Oceanography has been measuring carbon dioxide in the atmosphere in Mauna Loa, Hawaii. In this activity, you will examine the evidence from Hawaii to learn how the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is changing. You'll describe how atmospheric carbon dioxide is changing and pose questions about the evidence clarifying how atmospheric carbon dioxide relates to Earth's climate. Then I can click the next button here. And here I will see the steps that I need to complete. There's also a drop-down menu here if I want to switch between the different steps or go back and review something. So step 1 here says select the About at the bottom of the display to review information about the dataset. And then there is a question here about the dataset. So again, the About button is on the bottom here, or you can also just click it right here. And this will give you some more information that you can read about the dataset. It's also available también en español, if you would like. So you can type your answer here. And then go on to the next section by clicking Next. And then this will start to take you through how to manipulate and work with the data. So as your task is to look for evidence to answer the questions, how has the concentration of atmospheric carbon dioxide changed in Mauna Loa since 1958? To explore the data for just Mauna Loa, Hawaii, you first need to filter out the data from Alert Canada and the South Pole. So to do this, here are the steps below. Select the pencil icon for location. So over here on my left-hand toolbar, selecting location and going over to the pencil icon. I'm going to click on that. And it says at the top of the filter categories list, uncheck the top box. So here's my top box. I'm going to uncheck that. Give the data a moment to load. And then it says to recheck the box for Mauna Loa, Hawaii. So I'm going to click that one. And then close the attribute setting by clicking the X in the upper right-hand corner. I can continue and go on to my next step. Plot the data to show how the concentration of CO2 has changed since 1958. To show continuous change through time, drag and drop the date to the x-axis. So again, going over to my left-hand toolbar, selecting date, and clicking on that to drag and drop to my x-axis. Give the data a moment to load. Then there are some questions here. Which attribute goes on the y-axis? And what kind of graph is useful for showing change through time? So our options for what we can put on our y-axis, which is the axis that goes up and down, is carbon dioxide, season, month, or year. So I'm going to select the one that makes the most sense. And we've been using line graphs for the second question, which kind of graph is useful for showing change through time? And you can check your answers to make sure you're correct. And then we can drag and drop those things over in the same way that we did for date. So I'm putting carbon dioxide, or CO2, in parts per million on my y-axis. So I'm going to find that on my menu over here on the left. Click on it, drag and drop, put it on my y-axis. Give the data a moment to load. And then I can switch my graph type on the top menu bar here from dot to line. And I can continue on by clicking my next. There's a TUVA tip here. It says it might be tempting to drag and drop year on the x-axis, but if you do, all 12 data points for each year will stack up over each other, and connecting them as a line graph won't make sense. Date on the x-axis shows the continuous sequence of change from month to month through the years. Then we've got some more questions here. So it says, once you have your graph, think about what it shows about how carbon dioxide has changed. Select the word you would use to describe how carbon dioxide has changed. Note you can check more than one of these. So check the options that you think are correct to describe what we see here in our graph. And then you can click next. There is a question here. It says, describe how carbon dioxide has changed in Mauna Loa using some of the words you just picked. Use complete sentences. Include number values and years in your description. So again, you can use the next and previous buttons if you forgot what words you just picked, so that you can include them in your answer. And then again, you can type your answer here. And then hit next. Step 7 says, when looking at data in a graph, it's challenging to think about why the patterns you see might be there. Continue to explore the dataset on your own by dragging and dropping different attributes on the axes and filtering the data in different ways. As you explore, think about what questions you might be able to answer with the help of graphs. So you can mess around with different settings on the graphs to see what you can discover. And then you can move on to the next step after exploring that for a little bit. One of the things you can also do here in step 8 to explore the data more is zoom in on the data to add more detail to your description. So to do this, you're going to hold down the mouse key to drag a box around just a few years of data anywhere in the curve, and select this little icon that kind of looks like a funnel to keep only selected cases. So what that looks like is, as I hover over my graph, I get a plus sign, and if I click, that plus sign will create a box that I can drag, and I can put it on just a section of the data, and then I can click this little icon that looks like a funnel, and I'm going to click the keep only selected cases. And that will zoom in on just that part of the data. And then there's a question about that. When you zoom in on a section of the carbon dioxide curve, how does the description of the graph change? What difference does scale make in pattern you see? So how would you compare how the graph looks right now to how it looked back when it was zoomed out? And again, you can type your answer here and then click next. Then you're on your final step. It says, what do you find? Look for patterns in the data. Does what you see make sense to you? What more would you like to know about the evidence that CO2 is changing? And then there's a TUVA tip here. It says, if you create a graph that you would like to save, from the toolbar menu, there is a camera button so you can take a screenshot or picture of your graph. You click next, and then you can click finish to turn it in. And you're done. I hope this tutorial was helpful.